Hello, everybody, and welcome to Red Violet TV. I'm, of course, your host, T to the KTK, bringing you television on the internet live for you to enjoy. Hi, Hatchet. So, I'm very late. I know that. I scheduled for 3:30. It's 6-ish. And, I have an explanation. I was out. I was being a good citizen and picking up a prescription for a relative who lives nearby and couldn't get it herself. When I got home, I talked about it yesterday on stream, and it was boring, so I don't blame you if you don't remember. I was talking about how our various units here in the houses were approved for new equipment, new appliances, and we got a new fridge. We asked not to get a new fridge, we got one. So I spent a better part of an hour and a half unloading and loading the fridge back up. So that's where I've been. My life is so exciting, I know. Picking up pills and moving things into a refrigerator. Now, I'm enjoying some Oreos. Not sponsored. I'd love it if I was. You kidding me? Oreo just randomly sponsoring streamers? I don't know if I'd be good for their brand. Or if they'd be good for me, physically. But I would like it. If you want to send me free food, brands, I'll talk about your product. Will it be a good talk about? It will be talked about. That's all you need to know. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I kind of zoned out. Oh. On the schedule, I have said that I am going to put everything aside to check out Arc Raiders when the test is happening. I wrote that schedule anticipating that I would get an invitation based on the fact that my account has a lot of hours played on their other title from the studio, as well as the fact that I have been signed up for this since 2022. But nothing yet. You might also ask, if you signed up in 2022, and this is like the second or third playtest that they've done for this game, how have you not gotten into any of them? Good question. If I had to guess, maybe Embark doesn't like the fact that I bad talk AI so often when I stream the finals, or on their Discord. It seems to be a lonely opinion, because whenever I post that stuff, I get hit with clown emojis. So, you know. We will see. According to a post they made today, invitations will be sent in waves. They said that about... They said that about Marathon. I never saw a Marathon invitation, despite being on board for that game since 2021. But here we are. Loyalty don't mean shit, I guess. Speaking of your loyalty not meaning anything, it's time to play a game where you do a job. And that job is Hardspace Shipbreaker. It's in a flavor of genre that I've seen referred to as future capitalism simulators. I've seen people lump Deep Rock into that. And I guess, right? Like, Deep Rock and Lethal Company are both kind of in that school. Where the stress is the game, but it's also the company. And I imagine that's going to be a factor here as well. From everything I've seen about this game, I've not watched too many streams, or I've not really played it much. My understanding is that you are somebody who cuts apart spaceships for salvage. Based on this title screen, it seems like it's a game where you die a lot, considering that the default standard mode is unlimited lives. Anyway, why don't we jump in? Oh, is it one of those games that does a separate instant? No, okay, good. It's about to be mad. Sometimes when you launch a game, sometimes it's like a separate exe every time you launch it, so you have to reconfigure the capture source every time you launch the game. Irritating. Just streamer issues, though. Humankind has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged. The Shipbreaker. Okay. The labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. Well, I don't remember what mode I picked. Dear citizen, congratulations, you've been accepted into the Lynx Corporation's Pioneering Pave the Way to the Galaxy program. Your selection was based on above-average physical and cognitive ability. You're assigned to Station 42, designation Morrigan. Demonstrate the ability to build and grow profitable operation, and a number of opportunities await you. Employment in this program is at the sole discretion of the Lynx Corporation and can be revoked at any time. Acts of malice or insubordination will not be tolerated. I would like to just simply be referred to as TK. Okay, so I'm on standard. Plastic free. Sure. Standard. Our food processors serve a variety of diet preferences. I'd like it without plastic. I have no criminal record in the Terran or Martian zones. I am not a member of and have never associated with a workers' union. I have completed my annual medical exam and have been cleared of having McCullough's lung. What did he do? I have no commercial or real estate interest in Luna, in the asteroid belt, or in the nation state of Arizona. Damn, what happened in Arizona? I will bring a positive mindset to work every day. I understand the health risks associated with long-term exposure. I will vote for the chancellor. Oh, I have to say I've never participated in a union. Damn. I'm betting you this has some real junk in it. Okay, so if anything shitty happens on the shuttle, that's not their responsibility. Should be aware that the status of their employment is at sole discretion. certify. I will need to do training. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hi, Marcia.
Each day he steps into the yard.
How are you? I'm hanging in there.
He's working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves.
How are you doing?
If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, yeah, I figure as the weather's getting warmer, it's probably going to be more stuff going on in that space, right? Saw a little of this game. I got it for free on Epic like forever ago.
Hello, Cutter 9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rai Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the Railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The Railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our Ever Work program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
You can't die to escape this job.
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable. Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning extraction now.
Best not to think too hard about that.
Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
Lovely sound. It's now safe to die. Excuse me. Shipbreakers are responsible for the cost of biomaterials used in the Everwork process. An additional fee is required for deaths that occur outside working hours. Jesus Christ! Okay. Let's see. $500 million was for the automated onboarding procedure. The genetic backup is $227 million. I'm just seeing the big costs. Emigration? Waste management, human, premium. Salvage rights fee, including notary. Display of fees report has a $7.50 charge. Debt is a sign of being repaid. So, okay, breaking down the number, I have at $251,252,594,441.92 in debt. And that is because my equipment security deposit has 1 cent.
All right, breathe.
Hang on. When I opened the game, it had no graphical options to tweak. So I would like to take the second. Windowed full screen. Audio 90. Effects. Music. Music's good. I just want to turn it down.
You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This year's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right.
Wow.
Let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient. All right. Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around. Now vertical control.
Oh, this is going to be tricky.
Good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
You drift a little. Worth noting. Man, this is a slow thruster.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you?
Whee.
All right. Looks like the bay here was left in scrap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just... There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go. Move one of these pieces into either
Ooh,
furnace.
ooh.
So, when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it. Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Huh. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up.
Okay.
This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool. Your cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move. That's how you do it. Okay.
Okay.
Let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Okay, so I can use the grapple to pull myself away from danger as well. This is a good feeling tool. Alright, so that's nanocarbon.
Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there.
Okay, so now you're telling me to do that. Well, I want to clear out the whole bay.
Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're going to have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool and start slicing this thing down to size.
Alright.
Go ahead and switch cut modes now.
Okay. Swap tool mode.
Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trick.
Alright, so this is just the cutter from Dead Space.
Chunk cleaning too. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Just get in there. Am I supposed to cut it more? I mean, I don't need to. These pieces are Plenty large enough.
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there. Fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get
There, I'm gonna start
head on in.
Spider-Manning my way through space. Break. Ooh. All right. End your shift and enter habitation? Yes. Okay. So I made $500,000. Roughly.
New certification level has been achieved.
Your hard work
Level increased.
has not gone unnoticed, and you've achieved the prestigious rank of Basic Rank 2. Okay. Pretty straightforward so far. Oh, I love this.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Kitchen. I kinda love the food. Live, laugh, salvage. I can change them? Decor, home. I kind of love that, actually. I love that there's a post. It's very, like, no name.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning.
I'm gonna scoot me down in the corner. It's me in a corner.
Cutter 93
Oh, come on.
52. Your designated sleep period is now over.
Come on.
Have a great day.
No, okay. I hear you, but you gave me a DVD loading screen, so I want to see if it hits the corner. The shape can't let it hit the corner, I don't think. Oh, no. You know what? I think they did this on purpose. The designers of this game made it so that it doesn't bounce into the... Like, it almost gets there. You can see it. You can see it, like, angle itself almost perfectly, and then it does that. Minimum payments are due by 10 a.m. Solar Standard each time of day. Failure to pay on time is considered a breach of contract.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training? Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read.
In 2291, when Lynx rolled out the life-changing EverWork Asset Replacement Program to their employees, we achieved what other companies have not, making work safer and allowing learning and growth without the risk of permanent death. With a noble profession such as shipbreaking, unplanned death is a natural part of the job, and our shipbreakers have bravely faced the often arduous challenges and risks of their important work. However, Lynx cares about the well-being and growth of our family. The introduction of EverWork spares to replace damaged or destroyed bodies allows you to fail safely. For only a minimal fee, sophisticated monitoring systems in your suit. Okay. That's how it works. Unread emails result in a fee, so I have to read them. Mackerel, station hopper, and mackerel light cargo. Flyco mackerel is the most common ship made in the colonies. Light cargo models used for civilian cargo and can contain a wide variety of objects. Station hopper transport is outfitted with ad terminals. Electrical safety is advised. Okay, so just warning you about the different ships. Salvage goal system is our valued shipbreaker's performance in mind. Salvage finely tuned salvage assessment, algorithms, whatever. Everything important and good in this world comes with a price. Each privileged person who joins our family to become a shipbreaker comes with a significant cost. Unfortunately, Lynx shoulders the burden of these costs. Okay.
Clear as mud? Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. All right, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
Okay. Okay, so hitting level 2 lets me cut up a mackerel. That's basically it. So the better I get at cutting up ships, or the better ranks I get, the more sophisticated ships I can take apart. Would it be at the workstation? No. Where's the ship catalog? Guess I'd have to leave.
This screen shows which ships you have access to. Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
That one has slightly more value, so I want to start with this one. The Panther. Okay.
She's all yours, Cutter. Primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
Helmet light. Okay. Alright, so there's some cutting points on the interior of the ship. But there's some... We cut that off. We cut that off. All the way off. There we go. That's nanocarbon. Quick little piece that we can get off right away. Should go in. There we go.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
I assume we can just cut up panels. Let me just sit here. Above cut grade. I don't suppose I could just grab it. No. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out how to cut these things apart, but I think the main thing is I need to get inside the ship. So it looks like the cut points are in it. In fact, okay. That was the most easy way in. Alright, back to cutter. Watch the temps. Okay, actually, maybe putting me here was a good idea. Look, I don't see the issue. Sure, that is a floating piece of debris inside this very tiny box, and I could die. But you know what?
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first. Trust me, soon enough, you'll be stripping the huge gecko-class freighters like nothing. Got my start, salvaging back down Earthside, in the droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here? One day, we got a batch of this particular model in, one of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for, 20 years or so, since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed. Even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. We were out.
All right, I appreciate that
Valuable object processed. Credit awarded.
the things are labeled. Ooh. All right. Just don't. I can't fire away. Scuba dubba. Oh. All right. There's more cut points. Just gotta keep an eye out. I do appreciate that for the most part, ship construction seems to be pretty standardized. Honestly, might be able to do this. And what do we do about the little guys? These little bits. Looks like we got a handful of tools that were left behind. All right, so we got those main joints on this side of the wall. I don't suppose we can cut the door. That'd be funny. In my head, my initial reaction was just to say, I could probably do this. Probably not. God, it sounds like a car. All right, I probably want to be careful when cutting up everything, because I don't want to, like... Ooh. I need to reorient myself, or I'm going to make myself sick. Can I start pulling? Will it let me? These bits aren't attached, right? Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's heavy. Behind me? I looked in real life. I don't know. Go in there. Go in there. Alright, that probably needs to... Oh! That's coming away.
Deposit accepted for processing. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Alright. Well, logically, I should probably cut this up. But my nano cutter... Or my cutter doesn't work on nanocarbon. Kind of wish I could do like little thrusters on it. And push it. I don't know. Come on. There we go. Nice little catapult. I think for the most part I can just like line it up and then like let gravity do the rest. As long as I'm oriented at the right depositor. Is there an upside down in space?
Credits awarded.
So it tells me there's a time limit, but it ain't showing me the time limit. So I don't know when my shift ends. So I guess I'm just going to cut this thing apart until my shift ends.
Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
Come here. Break. Love the guitar, actually. That'll go in there eventually.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
I'm probably doing the easy work when it comes to the station, you know? Imagine being the guy who has to cut this thing up inside. Like, break it down to the molecular level. Did any other parts drift off? I didn't see.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Alright, we've got an aluminum core. Come here. Come here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Go, 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 go. Don't you dare drift into the furnace. I'm not getting a fine today. For putting things in the wrong processing. There you go. Oh, these tool upgrades can't come soon enough. I'm out here in Milwaukee's. I need Ryobis.
Object accepted for processing. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Well, the ship's still taken apart. Goal or not, I'm fucking finishing the scrap job. No, no, no. Don't you drift off on me. You go in there. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You go in there. It'll fall in eventually. Go in.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
What are we looking at? Okay. Hold. In. Alright, we almost got this shell stripped. He's still attached? Must be. Oh yeah, I can't get in there. Well, now I can. Should probably take it slow. Don't want to end up with more drifting parts like we just did. Boop.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
There's a little synth note in there. I don't know if you heard that. Very Mass Effect-y. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I'm already going towards this one, so. Come on. Come on, come here. Come here, big girl. Oh, she feisty. All right. Need to get you in there. You're going to cooperate. You're going to cooperate now. Okay. Now we're just left. Okay, there's panels on the bottom. Of course there are. Why wouldn't there be? To be fair, in this universe, if somebody cheaped out on a spaceship, I'd believe it. Ooh, ooh, come on, come on, come on. Wait, 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 wait. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Our business ain't done. Break, 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 break. I don't want to get processed. I got processed.
Your injury is important to us. Please wait while we connect you to an available spare.
You've been processed. The total value was $8. Your next of kin will be billed for unreturned equipment.
All right.
Ah, fuck.
Got yourself good there. Don't sweat it. Happens to the best of us. Always good to review your spare replacement form. See how you can avoid future mishaps. Too many spares will rack up the debt, and that's how they get you. Okay, let's get back to work. Weaver out.
I forgot to cut off the aluminum walking bridge, or titanium, which cut level 3. Okay, I can't yet. Also processed anyway. I just saw when you scan it, metals are this yellow color, so I just looked at it like, oh. So I panicked. But if I can't cut it yet, and it's like gonna get processed anyway, it's probably fine.
Processing valuable objects.
Okay.
Credits awarded.
Now we're just left with the aluminum shell. So now this has to get burned. Burned. Come here. Come here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just go in the hole. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Material accepted.
Okay. Now. Oh.
Damage detected.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
I didn't think the object would be that light. What was I grappling onto there? Earth? Okay. They're all pretty light panels. Can I just yank them? Or what are they attached by? I think they're attached by those reinforcements. Okay, take your time, Tim. We still attached? I suppose we would be. HR called, calm down. Was I getting horny? Okay, I cut up something that cost money. So I want to be careful, I guess. Ooh. Okay, these are connecting joints.
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Rude. Okay. So, if that's all structural then, that can be salvaged, how am I supposed to... How am I supposed to get you off the frame? Throw? That red meter is weight. So I can't, throwing myself, I just push myself off of it. I ain't seeing any cut points. And apparently it's all salvage, so I need to be really careful with what I cut. That's annoying. Well, what if I cut a panel in half? Hmm. I mean, that cost me more money, but I bet I can figure this out.
Credits assigned.
Is it moving? It's moving. Slowly. I just keep nudging it into the furnace. Might be onto something, Flame. I like nudge my body against it, just like. Hang on. Hang on. And then I split this down the middle. Sure, we're going to lose a little bit of material. But we've effectively split the frame in half, which should make it easier to deposit, in theory. Where am I? Okay. We ain't surfing. Go. we can at least hit rank 5. Oh, come on. All the way in. All the way in.
Material accepted. Credits transferred. All salvage goals achieved. Reward maximized.
There we go. Toss you in. Once you're processed, maybe I can pay back my debt. Well, that's the ship scrapped. Wait. Not entirely. Somehow these 2 little bars.
Raw material accepted.
They're just floating in space. All right. Okay. Well, we did it. Yeah, I destroyed some stuff. And I died. But that's still $2.4 million worth.
New certification level awarded. License upgraded.
Earn MP for each salvage goal. Okay.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
New sticker unlocked. Minimum payments are due by 10 a.m. Yeah.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go ahead and pick another ship.
Sorry, I sneezed. Equipment. Stickers. Don't. Go through 5 spares. Safety third. I like that. Oh, you can see him on there. All right. New day, new ship. We got new messages too. A robust model built to transport heavy industrial goods or hazardous materials. Grapple strength can be upgraded to improve handling of its heavy structural elements. Lynx is committed to ensuring shipbreakers are exposed to hazard levels in ships only according to their proficiency level and median estimated emotional adjustment. Adjustment time should death occur related to these hazards. If you reached clearance for hazard level 2, you may begin to encounter fire hazards in the form of fuel or flaming objects. Okay. The Lynx kiosk is your one-stop shop for all your shipbreaking needs. Okay. Where is that kiosk? Demo charges. That's interesting. Thankfully, everything is... I'm only rank 3, so I can't get anything yet. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, employee terminal. Yeah, I'm only rank 3. Yeah, I see the tool upgrades start coming in. All right. Did we not get everything on that ship? Genuine question. I thought I scrapped that ship completely. I need to look this up. That seems odd. Lynx mandates each cutter salvage the maximum amount of value of possible in timely manner. Rewards recognition should be given to top performers. Yes, I guess. What did I miss? What's out here that I didn't salvage? Did a piece fly off? Like... Destroyed 4%. Okay. What's the tutorial bit that I'm missing? There was little bits of junk floating around, but like... The game doesn't seem to want me to pick those up. So I can't grab them with the grabber. And I can't cut them either. Like, I am so confused. I'm just going to ignore that for now. It's bugging me.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy the follow.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go
The bee. Okay.
All right. Hold up a second there, Cutter. Because you've increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're gonna want to throw those items on the barge. That's, the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. Works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Well, okay. I suppose there'd be a way into the ship, correct? Normally? I mean, yeah, there probably is. Okay. So that's labeled barge. So we send that to Marge. I'm calling the barge Marge.
Applying credit.
Oh! You can still push without grappling. Some objects can be detached with your grapple. Yeah.
Deposited. Applying credit to account.
So you want me to keep an eye out for salvageable objects. Oh, the missile pods are, I assume they're missile pods. They look like missile pods. Is that enough to loosen it? Yes. Boop. Boop. Don't miss.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. Beautiful.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Thrust or no thrusting. Downtown for 3.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
There's a forklift in here. No, go figure, huh? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that the fuel tanks are the things I need to be careful for. Unpowered door console. Figures. Can salvage the seats. Glass needs to go in the furnace. Just want to keep an eye out for cut points. Whoa. Alright, Well, there's an internal shell between the airlocks and the panels, which makes sense. It's like a bumper. It's literally a bumper. You know what? Makes sense. It's just funny to imagine a bumper on a spaceship. Okay. Okay, I imagine I want to be careful with that.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Like, how is it attached? I imagine I wouldn't want to just... Okay.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now, let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Link's regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
You want me to go right now? I'm not done taking the ship apart. Okay, it's outside the ship. That's good.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Okay. I'm doing pretty good.
Good stuff, Cutter. Pretty easy, right? All right, I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you've hit the next rank. Weaver out.
We... Alright, we got to keep an eye out for cut points. See you in there.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Oh. It was a two-piece. Oh, it breaks apart. Okay. That's good to know, honestly. I'll remind myself of that when we get to the other side. We gotta go slow. Can I fit? I can fit. Much smoother if I just do that. Yank them apart and then throw them in.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
There we go. In the hole. Go there in the dark. Reinforce thing goes in. All right, so there is some internal stuff that needs to be barged. Can I not rotate the object? It ain't like Gmod Fizz Gun. It's a bit more not restrictive. That's not the word I'd use. That's probably a dangerous situation to be in. We gonna take it slow. And we're just gonna cut off the engine bay. Nice and easy. I've made this harder for myself. What other components are attaching you? All right. I have created a very dangerous work environment. There ain't no OSHA in space, chat. I think the moment they figured out that you can just clone a dead worker and put him back out on the field, they stopped giving a shit about workplace safety in, like, the broader sense. It's like, you know. That's bad. That's bad. Well, I would call that a lesson learned. Oh, I'm cutting. There we go.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
We can still hit all goals.
Cutter, make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2. Blue ain't your color. Trust me on this one. We were out.
Oh, am I dying? My O2 gauge is covered by my phone.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Thruster fuel's fine.
Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Okay. Got a lot of little chunks that I need to start throwing into the processor.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Listen, this is my bad. I fucked up. This is like my second ever ship that I broke. I cut a pipeline. It may have exploded. That's kind of what happens when you use a high-powered, high-temperature cutter on a live pipe. I suppose maybe I should disconnect the tank before cutting. I just assumed that it was fastened as such that I couldn't. But considering that that happened, maybe the intention is to disconnect tanks before cutting pipes. Especially fuel lines. But hey.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
This definitely made some of this easier.
Raw material deposited.
This way. 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 Come on, you sack of shit. You sack of shit. I am pulling you. You will listen to me. I weigh more than you. You will listen to me. Jesus fucking Christ. How did this happen? How is it that I couldn't pull an asteroid? Where did the asteroid even go? There it is. Good. There we go. God almighty.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Gotta clean up my own mess here. And I have to make sure we don't lose more material. If and I can help it.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
See? Okay. Now it's disconnected from the pipe. So now it should be safe to cut the pipe junction.
Valuable object
Hey, Carter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2 stat.
This O2 does not fucking last.
Welcome to Vintage
Alright, otherwise we're fine. Anyway, we have a quick access hole outside the side of the ship, so now I can start throwing barge items down. See, it was all intentional, chat.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay.
Material accepted. Credits assigned. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Okay. This is quite relaxing, I will say. All the way down. The only real, like, annoying bit is just that I have to keep refueling.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Getting upgraded tanks can't come soon enough. Gentle. There we are.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay. Forklift. Get fork thrown. It's technically a rideable pallet jack, not a full forklift. Real certified forklift drivers will tell you there is a difference.
Secured. Credits deposited. Object processed. Transferring credits.
Doot. Oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, I missed. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Well, I'm gonna need to head back to buy more oxygen anyway. Come here. You son of a bitch. I'm not missing out on however many dollars that might be. Jesus.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Okay, now I have to buy a fucking suit repair too.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Okay. This game would be interesting co-op, I think. Like, obviously, if I was going to do it co-op, you'd want to do, like, much larger ships. But it would still be interesting, is the point.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Though if there was, like, quick play and stuff, I imagine a lot of people would just want to do the bare minimum and log out, like real life. And there's nothing wrong with that. But in a video game, I want to do a 100% completion. Make it. Make it. Nice.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Oh, the panel went in. Good. Okay.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I worry I'm going to be much quieter in this than I normally am just because of how much concentration all this requires.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Go in the hole. Go in the hole. Thank you.
Deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
That spooked me. My mouse spun around. Hold your breath.
Your activity has dropped below nominal levels. Please return to work.
That's rough. That's really going to eat into my costs.
So, Cutter, I'll say one thing. You certainly ain't afraid of dying. You might want to try and keep your spares to a minimum if you want to pull yourself out of debt.
Look, I panicked and put the thing in the wrong processor because I wasn't paying attention and realized that I threw an aluminum panel into the processor and not the furnace. And that is because I'm an adult. I'm a buffoon. And I was not paying attention.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Now, that is definitely going to hurt my credit score. Okay, this isn't currently attached.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Seems like an easy enough job to do if you want to hide from the Empire. You're secretly a Jedi.
Processing valuable deposit.
It's interesting that that's a job that 2 different Jedi ended up doing. I guess that's a heavier piece than I assumed. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go in.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Trying to be meticulous here. Just so that I don't, like, cut off more than I need to. Bottle furnace. $100. Okay. Right way up. Cool. There we are.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
That's a $4,800 wrench. Because the little bits of debris don't count. One more panel and then I go refill. Alright, your processor. I might have misread.
Deposit accepted
I might have accidentally put something in the right hole. And look, even with the damage I did to the ship, I can still hit level 5 cert on this salvage. I just have to be careful with the rest of it. Thankfully, I don't think there's that many other fuel tanks remaining, so I don't know how many other explosive accidents can happen.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Have a nice day.
It's like a Twitch text-to-speech, I think. It's funny. I need to download some text-to-speech voices. Like proper computer ones, not the generative, like 11 Lab shit. I don't want any of that. Cargo hatch. How is the cargo hatch attached? Oh, I see the cut point. I did. Oh, there they are. Man, that would have been nice to know about. That would have saved me some time. Boop. Boop. Don't miss. Don't y'all miss now. Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright, that's still welded on.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
The one thing I'm wondering about the spares. Love that they're called that too, by the way.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Like, what is stopping them from just having them all active at the same time?
Applying credit.
If you have one good worker, why not just generate a dozen of the same good worker? Why not have an army of identical clones?
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I mean, saying that, they also talked about robots. Why not have robots do this?
Deposited. Applying credit to account.
Alright, so this panel slides right off and goes into processing. Goes into processing. Goes into processing. Goes into there we go. And the airlock goes into salvage.
Credits awarded.
Excellent.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Woo. Okay, that object is not relevant. I assumed it was another thing I could put in the barge. Does not seem to be the case. Quite a bit like a game about digging a hole, but that's me saying this game gives Boss Baby vibes. It's like, look, I have not a lot of context of the genre, but the loop is there. The funny thing about capitalism simulators in general, like I talk about it with Stardew, or when I was doing Fields of Mystria, like
Oxygen level stabilizing.
I personally don't like the idea of infinite growth, or like constantly getting more, being the richest or whatever. I usually stop a capitalism simulator when I get the things I want. I don't mind working towards things that I want, but like, if I got them, why do I need to keep playing? Why do I need to be obsessed with infinite growth? With infinite wealth, like a dragon? I know it's a good game. I'll check it out eventually.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I appreciate that this guy's a lot more straightforward with the panel cutting than the first ship I did, where I just decided to start hacking it apart. I'm sure that by the time I'm done taking this ship apart, I'll have a decent amount of the ship like removed that I could actually move the frame relatively easily.
Material accepted.
And being meticulous is paying off. Wait, no. I forgot I had the cutter equipped. I was about to cut this light bulb in half.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred. Object processed. Transferring credit.
Go in the hole. There we go. Is there any other
Salvage deposit registered.
bits of
Account credit.
salvage I have to put in the barge in here? Doesn't appear so. This nanocarbon panel, though, can go in the processor. Like so. You also need to go in the processor.
Deposit accepted for processing. Material deposited. Account credit applied.
I fucked up.
Salvage goal missed. Reward potential lowered.
I fucked up. I don't know how, but I fucked up. I guess I didn't detach a piece that could be salvaged or vice versa. Either way,
Salvage goal achieved.
we
Rewards allocated.
did the most we could with the materials we had. Go in the furnace. Okay, apparently the door could have been salvaged. Whatever. I didn't see a door. I saw a door frame, and the door frame said furnace. So I guess there was a door in there, secretly, that they weren't telling me about. Whatever, the ship is done. Alright, I lost a repair kit. That's fine.
New certification level achieved. License upgraded.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
Okay. It's committed to ensuring... Okay. You're now qualified to handle electrical hazards during salvage. Due to regulatory rollbacks induced in 2299, Link Salvage does not do a preliminary exam of ships to disconnect potential electrical hazards. We believe our shipbreakers are well suited to handle such dangers, and the long-term savings are beneficial. Electrical components may arc when removed, impacted, or damaged, causing other objects to be electrified, including the shipbreaker themselves. The Mackerel Exo Lab. Okay.
Hey, Cutter. I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment and some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Head on over to your workbench in the equipment room, and we'll see about upgrading your tools.
Alright, so I'm level 4. Right, no, actually, we need to do some upgrades.
This straight from the manual. Lynx rewards hard work and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first, before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny Lynx tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear.
An enhancement to the standard grapple.
Important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox. Tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
Tethers can be deployed to establish 2 electromagnetic anchors that pull objects along a field medium. Yeah, so it's that thing we saw in the opening. Uh-huh. Training, huh?
Let me tell you how to use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple. They're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, then release the input to create the tether. Great. Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you've already placed? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all of your tethers. Go ahead and try it now. Yeah, there you go. Now, you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise. But after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can handle them. Try and clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together to move them as a group. I've seen some cutters do incredible things with a daisy chain of tethers.
Tether. What am I doing? Like, okay. I the tethers are cool and all. What do you want me to tether? Can I do that? Will it let me?
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Come on. You'll get there eventually. This guy's stuck.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Come on. Go in the hole.
All right. Well done, Cutter. Like I said, tethers are your friends. Once you get the hang of them, you can get pretty creative on how you use them. Now, when you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Caution. Helmet damage detected.
All right. I could have brought in all the boxes, but they weren't worth that much in salvage.
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
Okay.
Lynx mandates a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Any extra sleep time will be docked from the next pay cycle.
Okay. Do I have new posters? Anyway. The Rising Vancouver. It's 9 mil. Let's just do the Mattis 9. Let's not get complicated.
Cutter, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector. Sound off, everyone.
Hey, Rook. Name's Luke. I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the hazing.
What are you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard. Don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
Kai, your mic's still messed up.
How about now?
Better.
Oh, hey, I'm Kaido. Kai.
Mic's still busted, huh?
Oh, yeah, still waiting on the wreck to get through.
Heaven forbid they get functional gear.
I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Cutter, I added you to the sector comms channel. It can get lonely out here.
You've been added to the group chat, Cutter.
Each other from time to time. All right, enough chin wagging. Let's get back to it. Weaver out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, Rook.
Cutter, I've added you to the Facebook group chat. It is an absolute mess in there. But you will need to be a part of it because, for whatever reason, management refuses to put your schedule on an email or tell you any other information. And it's either on the app or you can just ask people through the group chat. But listen, I know you can't afford a phone.
Transferring credits.
If you could afford a phone, you wouldn't be $13 million in debt. And the company doesn't really register with you one. I don't know where I'm going with this bit, Cutter. I've been in some god-awful Facebook group chats, though. In workplaces. And WhatsApp groups. That's another popular one. I worked at a place that does, like, your typical... You know the guys that have clipboards that accost you on the street in most major cities? I worked for them for a bit. I was part of the group of people that go door to door. And the group that I was in had a Discord channel, which was funny. Thankfully, I had my VTuber as my icon and not my on my persona. Okay. I believe that's the exterior peeled. Oh, we got an open door. And we have functioning power. Right. I'm gonna probably have to disconnect the electrical in somehow. Oh. Those are nice. Rip the door right off. Power junction box. Okay. Careful the sparks. Naturally.
Warning. Low oxygen levels detected.
Fit. Wow, that worked. All right, let's get some oxygen before we suffocate. Break. Thank you.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. Yeah, the sooner I can get those suit upgrades, the better. My God. My God. I do appreciate that the game actually kind of pauses when you alt-tab. All right. So I removed the power box, but it does seem like perhaps that didn't do anything.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay. Gentle with it. The attachment points for the jet are on the exterior. I just want to try to decouple the back end if I can. Well, there are things to cut. And carefully. Like that. Whew. If we get that panel off, it makes life a little bit easier. Just gotta be careful. Gentle. Gentle, gentle. Go on now. Into the void with you. All right. Tethers do make life a lot easier.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oh, okay.
Goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
I accidentally forgot to disconnect a light. My bee. Ho 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 ho.
Gunner, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. Weaver out.
There's the time limit. All right.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
It's all processed, so if I can yank this guy.
Deposit accepted for process.
All right. What are you? You're a power cell. All right, so that should alleviate any further arcing.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Come on. Panel go burr. I can start grabbing shit that's like salvage and start tossing it.
Valuable deposit.
Attempt to.
Credits transferred.
Oh, I forgot another light. Oh, I see the time limit. It's up there.
Applied.
Yeah, no, they probably don't want to pay me for overtime.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay. There was another computer monitor here. Yoink that. And then I can dunk it.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I see the light. This time I'm not going to make the same mistake.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Is that everything that was holding this on? Yes, it was. Cool. In the pit you go.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep. Let's finish strong.
Right. Grab you. Go in. You in the barge.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Valuable object accepted for processing.
Ooh. Fuck. Oh, God. I don't have enough time. Give me the chair. Go. All right.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
That's my shift. All right. So I destroyed 2 lights, and that was it. Not my best work.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Hey, Rook. I was thinking our crew should crack some beer sometime. You know, shoot the breeze, fantasize about a debt-free life and all that. Not that that's gonna happen anytime soon. Like, Weaver's been at this for years. 20, maybe? I was just getting kicked out of grade school when he started. Dee Dee sends most of her money home. Goes through links, of course, with huge transfer fees. And Kaido, well, look, Kai's great. He just hasn't really taken to the work. Lynx calls him a low earner. As for me, I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. I just need enough to get me one of those mining skiffs. You know, for belt running. Still so many rich rocks along the frontier line. Eventually want to hire some friends from back home. Oh, the Airs platforms. Around Mars? Good people. But work's hard to find there. Don't know when that'll be, though. Just when I think I'm earning at a steady clip, there's another fine or fee. This job's fun as hell and all, but I got other plans. Maybe you do too. Anyway, don't want to get a fine for tying up comms? Kidding! That's not a thing. I don't think. Either way, good luck, Rook. Blue out.
Man.
Hello, Shipbreaker. This is your morning wake-up call.
Bunny character D is a popular children's video character, an anthropomorphic pink rabbit. It was one of dozens of characters introduced as part of the Pan-Terran media conglomerate's Fun Friend Animals pilot. The program featured a wide range of stylized animal-based characters, and heavily psychological analysis was used to determine which of these characters were the most popular. By appearing very similar to bunny characters A, B, C, E, and G, bunny character D was determined to be the most popular among children aged 4 to 12. Interestingly, bunny character F, while being the least popular with the age group, reportedly due to disturbing facial features, proved popular among those aged 25 to 40, and is featured in a series of videos and games for the adults. Several of the program's characters, most notably Moose character, Pigeon characters, A to C, and Salmon character, were determined to be unpopular because they were based on animals that have been extinct for over 100 years. Oh shit, what up, Sue? We're just reading about bunny character D. Let me make sure I give you a shout out here. How is Quasimorph? Never heard of it. Sue's great. You should follow Sue. Grid-based, turn-based Tarkov. That's interesting. It's an interesting play style for a thing for an extraction game. Hear a cutter mention the word beer.
How you holding up there, Cutter?
Ooh.
Seems like you're getting the knack for it. Trust me, when you get well versed in the art of shipbreaking, it becomes a joy to show up to the yard each day. Ain't a trade like it. Dancing between the ribs of a ship, spitting heat, do-si-doing with a 10-ton panel, taking a breather. Gaze out at the
I just finished the tutorial, more or less.
Can you tell I miss it? That's all right. Helping y'all get there is near as good. Ah, dang it. I got corporate ringing me. Good luck out there today, Cutter. Talk to you again soon. We were out.
Sender undisclosed, I think, is really funny. But yeah, finishing the tutorials. I really like it. Doing my first proper shift makes me realize that maybe giving myself a time limit was a not great idea. I wasn't expecting it to squeak. Like, it is part of the challenge for sure. But it also caught me off guard how little time you get. I also need to be a lot more cautious, I'm finding, when it comes to just stripping large pieces of the ship. Oh shit, that's one of the posters! Hell yeah! Alright. Let's go. So I could continue the ship. I kind of want to. Corpulent swordfish. Yeah. Lynx mandates each cutter salvage the maximum amount of value possible in a timely manner. Yeah. Yeah, so 15 minutes is, ooh, ooh. Are you not all the way in?
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Those guys weren't all the way in. Okay. Yeah, 15 minutes is a short amount of time. I see the light. Not making that mistake again.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Accepted for
I will say, though, this game is quite relaxing. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's a very relaxing time. That's also a nice little time saver.
deposit not accepted.
Why? I guess part of it was aluminum? Didn't specify which part, just that part of it was.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
That really jerks the ship around, huh? Alright, what is attaching that panel on the interior? Soda?
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
I bet I can tear the rest of the ship up in enough time. I just need to know what's holding this air filter on. Wee, boop.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
All right. Free oxygen. It's another barge item right there. I will say that, like, for a game about
Salvage deposited.
a job that is
Credit to
supposed to be, like, the equivalent of working on an oil rig, quite relaxing. Once you get into the flow,
salvage
it's
deposited.
a nice
Account credited.
it's a nice time. Now, I guarantee you I'm going to get some shit because there's still doors or something.
Registered. Transferring credits.
Okay. I mean, I disconnected that wall from the air filter, and the air filter is still attached. I also need to pick up more tethers when I get a chance. Bye.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Like, I can't imagine this being an easy job to do when you're actually doing it.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Processing valuable object. Credit awarded.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Hang on a moment. I said hang on a goddamn moment. Okay.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Go in there.
Tether supplies dropping.
Drop you out of a large aircraft. That'll process eventually. Glass. Fuck off.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Still not 100% sure how I'm supposed to disconnect to the door. Because the door is processing, but everything else is furnace.
Applying credit. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
All right, we'll hit salvage rank 5.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Yeah.
Salvage secured. Credit
Grab more tethers while we're here. And a suit repair.
Damaged and leaking. Consult your Lynx employee handbook for repair procedures. Oxygen level stabilizing.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
I lived, bitch.
Carter, you're looking at roughly 5 minutes left in this shift. Keep on at it. Weaver out.
Fuck it.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credit.
I forgot a storage bin. Hello? What are you doing?
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Stop spinning. Okay. That's coming off. Fuck it.
Material accepted.
I'm still not 100% sure how to remove those things from the barge.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Like, what are you attached by? Is there a way I can cut this without... I think that's what those lines are for, actually. Saying that out loud.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Hello? You are no longer attached to this frame, young man.
Cutter, got about 1 minute to make your mark on this shift.
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables. Raw material processed.
No, 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 no.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Abandoning that ship. We hit rank 5, that's all that matters. Still have to figure out how to cut out those air filters, because that's fucking annoying.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Hey, Rook. You ever think about starting your own business out there? You know, be your own boss? I swear, one day, I'll get a decent belt runner and make my own money. Maybe bring my old man along to help sniff out the good rocks. My dream is to tinker with ship designs. Maybe build some machinery to help with heavy-duty mining. Make it safer. If we ever both get out of here, I'd hire you in a heartbeat. If you don't end up coming with me, I hope you get to make your own way out there. Definitely ping me if you do. Lou out.
I'm liking this. I'm liking the story that it's telling.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Overnight genetic backup complete. Pattern deviation nominal. Have a good day.
Link Salvage welcomes you to the ranks of potential high earners. The extraction of reactors from ships is one of the most valuable duties an employer can perform. We expect the utmost care when engaging with the variety of reactor setups you will encounter. Retrieval of an intact reactor is your highest priority during every salvage operation. Fair enough.
I think it's time for you to learn about the mother lode of any ship. The reactor. Most dangerous part of shipbreaking. But you got this. Continue when you're ready, Cutter.
Now hang on a mo. I have some upgrades to buy. A deli lens replacement plan for the Stinger. New lenses are manufactured in Earth orbit and guaranteed to arrive scratchless. Increased range and increased... That's it. That's increased range. This is the... Right. Better grapple. Increased tether capacity. Lower durability drain rate. Cool. We got more training? Yup. Ooh.
I remember my first reactor pull. I was shaking like a leaf. You got less on the line now, but still. Let's try to do this without a critical meltdown. Looks like this ship's reactor's towards the aft, but there are lots of different configurations out in the wild. Okay, we're only focused on one thing right now. Pull the reactor and get it on the barge. As soon as you disconnect the reactor from this ship, it'll start to melt down. So act fast and make sure you have an exit strategy ahead of time. Alright, this one's pretty easy. Should just slide out of her coolant casing with a good yank from your grapple. Try to have your extraction fully planned out before disconnecting it from the ship.
Okay. Understood. It is definitely fucking with my computer systems. I think I want to cut off the back of the ship. It's often my go-to in a lot of these situations. So I think just go with what you know. Removing a reactor from its plate begins meltdown sequence. It's imperative that you deposit the reactor into the barge as quickly as possible. All right, is that enough to make this drift off? Not quite. That's enough to make that drift off, though, which is always a good sign. Let's hinge you. Go, 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 go. I missed. Go.
Well, congrats, Cutter. You're certainly picking this
Oh no, I've been...
than I did back in the day. Okay.
Get out of there, 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 get out of there. Thank you.
Remember this. Measure twice, cut once. And tethers are your friends. Good luck out there, Cutter.
Oh,
We were out.
all right. I'm still on shift. So even though this is training, I only have the 15. Get everything done. And I should get the most amount done.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Boop. 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 All right.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Okay. No, while I'm back here, I've got these antenners. Just rip them off.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Lock in. Boop.
Salvage accepted.
Okay.
Applied.
Yeah, let's see how much of a ship I can take down. 15.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Everything about this is just pure vibes, and I'm so into it.
Salvage deposit secured.
The music is fantastic. Alright, we gotta be careful with this thruster piece.
Object accepted for processing.
Gentle tug. And deposit.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I don't really know what else is holding the back of the ship on. Besides the, Well, I answered my own question, didn't I? Ooh, free oxygen. You know, it's a good thing these ships are becoming more and more equipped. It's making my life easier. Salvaging from them.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits.
Okay, reorient. And we just need to do some cutting. I don't know if I need to worry too much about the pipe junction, because that just is also processed. But the tanks are the things that seem to be holding them in. This whole chunk. Squeeze through the hole. And we're just going to grab it and tether it. Let's make sure she has a pleasant ride.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Okay. That couldn't have worked out better. Come along now. And out. 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 I really gotta push you in, because apparently these things are heavy.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. They're full fuel tanks. But I really got to make sure they get into the barge. Because last time my shift ended, they were just floating above the receiving area.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Boop.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay.
Having trouble overload. Avoid damage to your tools by operating within recommended tolerances.
I thought we could make it.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Go along now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's satisfying. Now, come on.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Your oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
To the equipment, not to me. I guess, technically, I am currently Link's equipment.
Thank you for your purchase. All right, Cutter. You got 5 minutes left in this ship before they turn the lights out on you. Pitter patter.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Got plenty of open holes in the back, so we can just start taking any of the salvage and just dump it. Oh, there was a repair kit here.
Credits transferred.
And a suit patch kit. Plenty of crates.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay, maybe I should be taking more advantage of the tethers.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Ooh.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
All right.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Going nice and smooth.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Is there more barge goods? Appears to be.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Okay, come on. There is a way out. There we go.
Salvage deposited.
1 minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up.
Nah.
Deposit accepted for processing. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
I don't think there's anything. Wait. The glass. Wait, the glass. You know, it doesn't matter. Just go in there. Give me that money. Ah, damn it. I'll take it. Still a decent amount of earning. And that was just a tutorial mission anyway. That was just like explaining how reactors work.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming
Howdy, Rook. So, this can be, an
Ooh.
awkward subject. But you've probably noticed Lynx doesn't take great care of us. Up until maybe 100 years ago, workers like us would sometimes form these groups called unions and go toe-to-toe with the company.
Hell yeah.
For better wages, safer work, decent hours, that kind of thing. Lynx was actually part of getting rid of them. But some of us are trying to bring it back. I can tell you're a good person and a hard worker. The company will use you up. It's just built that way. So I thought you might be interested in the union news group.
I
There are
would.
new messages every couple of days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Just keep it on the down low. The others don't know about it. Weaver and Dee are a bit too by the book. Kaido is just too anxious. Poor kid. But I wanted you to have the info. I was glad someone gave it to me when I was new. Okay, spiel over. See you in the yard, Rook. Blue out.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your allocated shift time will be commencing shortly.
I realize the one poster I want in my kitchen is Live Laugh Salvage. I do want to read this. I want to say, I'm impressed how quickly you're picking things up. Not sure what kind of work you've done before, but you're a natural cutter. You probably noticed Lynx doesn't exactly take good care of us. I don't blame them. They don't really have a reason to. Up until about 100 years ago, workers like us called unions. Yeah. There's a group of shipbreakers now trying to bring the idea back to the union, change things for the better. You know, Lynx keeps your DNA even if you leave the job, or that those hull panels you get 10 credits for resold 1,000 apiece. That's the kind of thing these folks want to change. Lynx stomps it out quick, but I see that you're a good person and a hard worker. But you want to list the news group. Excellent. Thank you for signing up for the Salvage Workers Unite newsletter. We are happy you're here. As our group grows, so does our ability to affect positive change. The activities of this group are only for authorized members. Please select the mission and the privacy. Please respect the mission and the privacy of your fellow members. Do not share outside the group. Cool. How's my equipment doing? Cool. Shift start. Shift starto. I kind of want to look at the new ship models. The Arcadian Maguire. It is a scout patrol craft. So we're starting to take apart, like, battleships.
Hey, Cutter. You're from Earth, right? You ever miss it? I know it's a rough place, and hot as hell during the day. But there's still this kind of, like, beauty to it. I don't know. Space is cool, don't get me wrong. I just miss the colors at sundown, you know? Right before the dark swallows the world. Or the feeling of the ocean breeze on your cheeks. Moon just like dancing across the water between all the rusted buildings. Could you imagine living in the early 21st century? What a dream. They were so lucky. Anyways, I gotta get back to the ship. Have a good one, fellow Earthling.
Mm-hmm. It'll get in there.
Raw material deposited.
Another one. I won't say no to more. Alright, I need to be careful when removing...
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
well, a lot of things.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright, there is a lot of ship to deconstruct. That is what I will say.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
This one's probably going to be multiple shifts, so I will try to finish this ship, and that's probably going to be the end of this stream. But that's not the end of this game, I will tell you that much. We're definitely going to be doing more of this.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Alright, in... okay, this is a multi-story ship. Good to know. That's thruster fuel. Repair. Thruster fuel. No O2 tanks? We got some posters. Oh, there's no O2 tank. There's the reactor. So why don't we try to cut a hole? Shit! Well, that's not what I meant, but we're here now.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
That's the second time this has happened. You'd think I would have learned my lesson the first time. All right, good news is the reactor is relatively undamaged.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
I don't have a ton of tethers at the moment. Should restock. Okay. Yeah, the reactor is undamaged. Thankfully.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
All right.
Deposit accepted for processing.
I didn't see a light or anything in there, did I? There's a light on. Give me the light. 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 Got it. Haha.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Okay. Bit of an issue vis-a-vis the hole that I put in the ship. Looking at positives,
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
it makes getting things out easier.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Tether supplies running low.
Processing valuable object. Credits
Okay.
awarded.
I figure it's just the plate. Where are you going? I'm pulling it forward and it's going out. Okay, whatever. Okay, more debris.
Helmet integrity compromised. Air leak detected.
There are repair kits in the ship. I need to get to the ship.
Credits transferred.
I need to get to the ship. Let me in the ship. Let me in the ship. Let me in the ship. Fuck it.
Critical oxygen levels detected.
Oh, fucking hell.
To the master jet kiosk to repair immediately.
I tried to get to the kiosk.
Injury detected. A ticket has been submitted for medical assistance.
Yeah. I died. You have failed in your duties.
Cutter, I'm impressed by your commitment, I really am. But keep an eye on that spare count. Spares are a surefire way of racking up the fees. Real fast.
Okay, so be careful with the little chunks. They can kill you.
Processor deposit accepted.
Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna have to deal with a lot of fucking debris.
Cutter, shift clock says 5 minutes left. You know what to do. Weaver out.
Normally I would, but in this case, the situation seems to be prey. Kind of wish I could reset shift. It's a big enough piece, and I don't think there's any other bits on it. You really don't want to come out the fucking front.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Why did I throw it?
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
I cut the wrong thing.
Cutter, you're out of tethers. Get yourself over to the kiosk to buy some more.
Yeah.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your
Tethers restored.
Have
All
a
right.
nice day.
Go on. In the hole. Go in the hole.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Material accepted. Credits assigned.
I'm thankful a lot of mostly valuable stuff didn't get damaged. Like, obviously, the explosion really hurt my profit overall. It is making this entire experience a lot more difficult.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I think the majority of this structure is just aluminium. Oh, no, there's some storage bins.
You got about 1 minute till the yard goes dark, Cutter.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okay. Dook.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Any little piece helps, right? Oh, there's so many like little fiddly bits. Yeah, no, this is a multi-day ship. I fucked up, chat.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. Link would like to share the following inspirational message. Some people dream of great salvage, while other people get up every morning and make it happen.
I like decor. What's my equipment at? There isn't just a repair all? Ah, things are fine anyway. AI nodes. Collect helmets from ghost ships. All right. Will it tell me if it's unique? Probably not. All right. Gotta love whistling right into a microphone.
Who's whistling? No whistling!
What? Why? What's wrong?
You don't know? It's bad luck.
Bad luck? Why is it bad luck?
It just is. Damn newbies.
That's just superstition, no?
What's wrong with you kids? What's next? Salvaging 7 of the same type of object in a row?
Wait, is that bad luck?
Dee Dee, that's ridiculous. You listen to me, kiddo. I've been doing this job for 17 years. Seen a lot of bad stuff in my day. When I'm telling you don't whistle, don't process 7 of the same object in a row, and don't look at the moon while inside a ship, you really need to listen. All right, all right. No more whistling. Got it.
I love the folklore that's being developed here, or just the general vibes. All right. I think for the most part, we're looking all right.
Accepted. Credits transferred.
Like I said, we got the damage, but if we can cut loose all the damage, get to everything else easier. Oh, we damaged an airlock. Damn.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. Honestly, for space travel, it does make a lot of sense to have something like that, like quick disconnects. All right, the majority of this panel is processed. So we just bring that in for processing. This, unfortunately, has to go into salvage. Or into a
Deposit accepted.
furnace. It cannot be salvaged, is the issue. It'll get in there.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Raw material deposited. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay. I feel like... Was this like a jettison thing? I'm still not exactly sure how to get the air filters off.
Links recommends regular gentle exercise to increase blood oxygen levels.
Let me in.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Oxygen levels stable.
Okay.
Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Helmet damage detected.
That's so cool. That's so cool. That is awesome. That is so awesome and cool and great and good. I love video games.
Biotelemetry readings flatlining. Please power cycle your sensor array.
Hey man, please stop dying. Do better.
Cutter, your equipment durability is dropping. Keep an eye on it. You don't want to be dangling in the wind with busted tools. When you see it happening, head on back to the hab, use a repair kit to fix them up.
I'm betting you the moment I attempt to do this cut, the game is going to tell me I'm losing aluminum. Well, we lost that bit of aluminum. It's all salvage.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay. This is a very tedious ship to take apart.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Is it still attached? To what? To how? Okay, panel aluminum down, thumbs down. I guess a panel. Fly up, maybe?
That's 5 minutes left on the clock, Cutter. 5 minutes remaining.
Critical helmet damage. Note that employees are responsible for the upkeep of Link's equipment.
This game is. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Get there, get there, get there, get there, or don't, or just don't, or just don't, or just die. You could just die, I guess. You could just die, I guess. You could just die, I guess. I guess there's no urgency for you to get to the goddamn panel to get the goddamn repair kit to fix your goddamn suit. Ugh. Respawn, I don't care. Yeah. Wasting money. I'm in more debt. Cool. Yeah, speed it up. I have like 3 minutes to scrap the rest of this ship. Can we get a move on? Jesus Christ. Why am I moving so goddamn slowly? Why is the ship sideways? What the fuck? When did this happen?
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
What's left of the joint that it's still attached? Explain that to me.
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Uh-huh. Why am I flying upward? Why are you struggling to leave the goddamn ship, you piece of fucking shit? There's the air filter. No, you go in the barge.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay, so I got a little heated.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
But I think for the most part,
Applying credits to account.
things are going okay.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage
That's
deposited.
1 minute left on the clock, Cutter. 1 minute left.
All right, take that panel away.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Damn. Okay.
New certification level achieved.
I got grumpy, but you know what? We hit the minimum. Minimum wage, minimum effort. That is the life motto for me.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Make the most of your shift by fanning the tiny sparks of effort into flames of profitability.
Okay. The number one cause of death in the shipbreaker profession, pressurization. Some ships you may encounter may not be pressurized or contained pressurized pockets. Breaching these spaces incorrectly can cause explosive decompression, which can cause damage to valuable equipment. To depressurize properly, Lynx advises the use of standardized atmosphere regulators. Okay.
Hey, Cutter. You're going to start getting pressurized shifts now. Lou and I will show you the ropes when you're ready.
I got 2 stickers. Oh, it's because I've got 3 of those. Cool. No idea who this dude is, but we got his poster, I guess. Save and quit. Cutter's race? Huh. That's a neat idea. Anyway. That is a really good game. Assuming I don't get the invite to... Assuming I don't get the invite to the Arc Raiders thing. Sorry, I zoned out. I was reading a thing. Assuming I don't get invited to Arc Raiders at all for the majority of the weekend, it's going to be more of that, I think. That is a really good time, and I'm going to be doing more of that. I got angry there at the end, and that's just because physics is fucky. But that's just what's going to happen when I don't know what I'm doing. Gonna go raid Ray. Who is working on some artwork. As for me, I'm gonna eat, because I actually ate, the only thing I had today was those Oreos and a bottle of Pepsi. So I'm gonna eat some real food, and I'm gonna not scream at my computer. Anyway. Have a good night, or else, and I'll see you tomorrow with either Arc Raiders or more Hardspace. It all depends on how things go. Bye!